And ladies and gentlemen, my main focus this week has been Dharmstala. The Dharmstala hoax, the massive conspiracy against the Hindu community, the attempt to defame one of the most revered temples in the south. What is unfolding in Dharmstala is not an isolated incident. It is, and I repeat, part of a gigantic and dirty conspiracy against Hindus. This is a textbook case of Hindu hatred that no other network wants to report because they're all pseudos. When one of the holiest sites of a faith practiced by 100 crore Indians is put on trial, when a temple is called a murder site, when the area around a temple is called a place where women are raped and murdered, and when Hinduism is put on trial on the word of a faceless masked accuser, the stakes are not local, they are civilizational. From the very beginning, Republic Kannada, and only Republic Kannada, has been at the forefront of this investigation. And now the so-called case is collapsing layer by layer by layer. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to warn you today about a very dangerous phenomenon of the Maoist media. The Maoist media leads a dangerous nexus of website owners, YouTubers, activists and politicians. They stand exposed. Arrests are being made today for spreading falsehoods in the Dharmstala case. In fact, the key complainant himself has retracted his statement. The much-hyped masked man, paraded by the Maoist media, has now admitted that his claims of mass burials were false and made under pressure. Let me underline this. The holy land of Dharmstala was dug up and desecrated in search of bodies that the complainant himself now admits never existed. That was not an investigation, it was an intentional sabotage of faith. No records, no evidence, no credibility. Yet despite this, what did the authorities do? Without basic background checks, without even verifying these scandalous claims, they rushed to form an SIT on the 20th of July and began digging and digging and digging, and the entire state government machinery of the Congress party was digging to find evidence against Hinduism. What are you doing, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Robert Vadra? What are you doing? What is your government doing? 17 sites excavated to find evidence against Hinduism and not a single mass grave found. Why did it take 17 excavations to arrive at the obvious? And if such dangerous precedents are set in Dharmstala today, what stops the same from happening in every Hindu temple across the country tomorrow? Can anyone cover their face, walk into a police station, abuse Hinduism, spin baseless allegations against the most revered temples, Hindu temples across India, and trigger excavations? Are we to dig up every Hindu place of worship on the whim of an anonymous accuser? Would you do the same with a church or a mosque? Why only Hinduism? At Republic Kannada, we have dismantled this case point by point, from the masked man's complaint to Sujata's Bhatt's missing daughter story. Every claim has collapsed under the lightest scrutiny. No records, no evidence, no credibility. Yet what did the authorities do? And why did the Congi government in Karnataka allow it without basic verification, without background checks? They rushed to form a special investigation team on 20th July and began digging and digging and digging. Digging to find evidence against Dharmstala. Digging to find evidence against our faith. Digging to hurt our sentiments. 17 sites excavated and not a single mass grave found. And the nation wants to know today from the Siddaramaiah government, why did it take 17 excavations to arrive at the obvious? And here lies the core question. Would the state ever dare order excavations of the holy sites of any other faith? Why is it that only Hindus are to be targeted? Why is it that this kind of state organized pain is to be inflicted on Hindus? Why is it that the conspiracy theories of the Maoist media are to be taken at face value, but when Republic speaks, then we are told you are Hindu, right-wing, conservative, blah, 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 blah. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is self-evident. An even bigger question is, who are the people who are weaving this anti-Dharmstala hoax? Who has been funding this smear campaign? And viewers, even today, there is only one major media news organization in the country. And thankfully, it is the Republic Media Network, the most influential, the most committed, the most driven by national interest network in this country that is fighting to expose the conspiracy of Dharmasthala. I ask you today, had Republic had not taken on this campaign, had Republic not fought, had Republic not stuck its neck out, imagine the damage that would have been done to Dharmasthala and to the country and to Hinduism when Al Jazeera had already started reporting, when British publications had already started reporting that murders are happening in temples in India, when Pakistanis were quoting Al Jazeera. All this was going against national interest. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a great opportunity for us, not to stop at this, but to make this the first line of the first chapter in an open battle against the Maoist media of this country. Let the people choose. Do they want a nationalist media or a Maoist media?